My name is Christina Gonzales. I think I had a friend, Nancy Bogan. She was the secretary up there on Kansas Avenue hospice. And she's talked a lot about hospice, so then I decided, oh, that's what I want to do. Visiting with patients, doing chores with them. 11th hour, I like to do that one. I can do it mostly evenings and nights. I think it was because my grandmother was a caregiver. She took care of everybody, and I also got with my brother during his last moments, took care of mother-in-law, and I saw that I enjoyed sitting and reading with older people, or even younger. I think it makes it unique because they're always ready to help you, answer your questions. They're there for you, and they understand your schedule. You know, they're not going to force you to do something. That's why I think we should. Also, being a volunteer, I was still working. I taught for 38 years in the public schools here in Walsenburg. I taught in the prison for 10.5 years, ED. I was a preschool toddler teacher for 4 years, and that's when I decided it was time for me to step down and start taking care of my family. I'm a caregiver for 3 great-grandsons while their mother and father work. And just emergency babysitter. The last 2 months I've been found through my previous preschool teaching. Actually, parents have found me, and I've taken in emergency students while their schools closed. So that's what I'm doing now. Well, you know, I've learned a lot volunteering from the patients. I got to visit with one just recently, and we sat there and we played with the dogs. I'm a dog person. And she said, I hope you don't mind. I have pets. I said, I've had pets for 50-something years. Of course, I'm fostering one right now. And she told me it was strange. We sat there and she told me that she decided to stop, you know, when she was ready to leave. And it was weird to sit there. She says she's 65 years old. And when I told her that I was almost 10 years older than her, she couldn't believe it. She's still running around chasing kids. But I learned that the value of life, take every minute. Don't let it get by you. Look, she was ready to go make her funeral arrangements, she told me. I thought it was kind of strange, but she did pass away. It was really nice. I learned a lot from her. I've always told the previous coordinator that I can do the evenings and nights. Traveled to the VA, I've traveled to homes, which helped out the older volunteers because they didn't like to go out late at night, which I didn't mind. I think my best aspects of volunteering is sitting with the patient and having a conversation, listening to their stories of their youth, and even telling me it was almost time for them to go, and it was weird. That's what I really thought was interesting. Well, I think it's important for people to volunteer. This way they can see the other side, and when they're going to meet somebody, they'll be able to say, well, you know, I was a volunteer, and that would really help for the volunteer to be able to know that. Well, I think like Walsenburg, it needs a lot of volunteering, which I don't think we have enough. To be a volunteer, you have to have some compassion, and you have to really love what you do, and not only do it because you feel that you owe somebody something, but I think you should go in there with a big heart and be strong, because sitting with a dying person is something that you probably never did in your whole life, which I did. That's why I didn't mind sitting in the tower, because I sat with my brother while he passed away. I took care of my mother-in-law while she passed away at home. going to the VA and sitting with the patients, you know, you don't want to die alone. That would be good stuff for the volunteers to know, that you'll never be alone if you volunteer.